Fishing is such arduous training. What's that now? It's you. I was just thinking about you. GUN told me that you won the fishing competition. I'm awesome, right? Port Elpis has its fair share of talents, but achieving such outstanding results despite the odds is a show of your abilities. As you can see, I'm in the midst of my fishing training, yet I can't seem to master the art of it.
You don't think I would dare to make a move here.
What are you doing?
Mind your own business, Missy. Unless you want to wake up missing an arm or a leg.
Wait, this has nothing to do with her. Threatening me? Just so you know, I have friends in public security.
Just wait. We'll be watching you. Once you step foot into Port Elpis, you won't escape the grass or damn it, Black Anchor.
In my free time, I like to come here and play the harmonica. You might find it dull, but it brings me a sense of peace. That's not dull at all. I like listening to your music. I'll take that as you being thoughtful, Proxy. If you really like it, I'll keep playing for you, until my lips can no longer produce a sound, or until my harmonica gets squeezed by Seed's heavy frame during some mission. Tell Seed to be careful.
I am kind of a timid person, you know. I'm afraid of prophecies at the harbor, end of the hollow. I've been fussing since earlier. I apologize for being such a bother.
It's clearly handwriting from many years ago. You couldn't have written this.
Seems like I'm not a proxy who's not so easy to fool. Anyway, thank you for the rescue. As for the other things, I'll explain to you later.
Welcome back to ZENLESS Zone Zero, where, yesterday I was playing Call of Duty Black Ops 6 all day, doing the, events that were in there, the Seth Rogen event, where I muted the fucking audio so I wouldn't hear Seth Rogen, and was just, getting all the rewards for, you get rewards for beating the Easter eggs of Indirected and Normal, but, part of the problem is nobody fucking touches the Easter egg in Normal, and even if you beat it in Directed, it won't beat it for Normal, of course, so yeah, that's not going well. Anyway, we're back here on Zenless. I know there's a stopping point that we need to get to in this event here, so here's the thing. As soon as we see Juyuan, as soon as we see her, we are stopping Say It With Flowers and continuing the main story. Manager. Following Vivian and Lilac, you arrive at a little cozy home. It's humble in size but offers great view and a warm, inviting atmosphere. Just the kind of secret space girls adore. No wonder Vivian seemed restless earlier. She said she was waiting for a surprise. So it was you, Manager. Oh, Lilac. I just wanted the manager to see our secret hideout. Speaking of which, why didn't you say you were going to buy a pot of flowers for this place? You don't seem to have it. Was it not good enough? No, the one I had just doesn't quite fit. No wonder Vivian came to the flower shop. Okay, that's why I said you shouldn't have taken me with you. I'm sure I could have picked... That's why I said you should have taken me with you. I could have helped you pick the perfect ones. Come to think of it, the flowers my dad grows in the greenhouse are pretty unique. I don't think I've ever seen them anywhere else. What kind of flowers are they? I think he calls them Nineveh, but Nineveh is the name of an ethereal, right? He's always taken great care of those flowers with the name of an ethereal, but never really explained why. I get the feeling that's got something to do with a friend of his. Flowers linked to a special someone. are definitely worth cherishing.
Vivian glances at you instantly.
Forget it. His business is none of my concern.
Forget it. His business is none of my concern anyway. You have a lovely time enjoying the sea breeze with Vivian and Lilac. It's time to head back and take care of the flower shop. As you leave, you faintly hear Vivian and Lilac continue their discussion on floristry. I'm thinking Winston might be getting me Helldivers 2 this week, so it's like, it's the idea of that is kind of throwing some of my plans through a loop because it's going to take up PS5 space and I got to think about what to do. Huh?
Proxy, what a coincidence. Are you here to buy flowers because you're celebrating something too?
I'm actually working part-time.
I see. That's great then. If it's you, Proxy, I'm sure you know exactly what kind of flowers I need.
So what's the happy occasion?
Actually, a mining site near Blazewood that was operating illegally was shut down by public security recently. The site has always been marked by PubSec as a hollow disaster risk zone, but somehow the mining company found a way to keep operating behind the scenes despite the risks. They weren't exactly quiet about it either. Polkra's got good ears and she hadn't had proper sleep in days. She's just been dozing off here and there. It's really sad. We tried to dissuade them a few times and even reported it to PubSec, but nothing came of it. And then a few days ago, the PubSec officers finally came with the papers and ordered them to cease and desist.
That's how it should be.
Right? This totally deserves a celebration bouquet. Plus, I deserve one too. If they're the kind of bright and passionate flowers that can be planted, but also used for jazzing up the decorating of my drinks, then they're perfect. Anyway, I think my outer ring pal owes Miss Orchidea from Do Gardening a favor, so I recommend the shop to me. Running into you here is just the cherry on top, Proxy. Please prepare a flower arrangement that catches my eye. Just don't pick anything too delicate. After all, it's going to the outer ring, and I don't want those fragile beauties to wither too soon. Oh, and don't forget to add some decorations. That way, at least they still have something nice to look at. Oh, and Big Kitty seems to be allergic to certain flowers, so some of them won't do.
Bernice's requirements are quite interesting. Then let's pick some accessories to go with the flowers and prepare a playful arrangement. Something lively, but not too delicate. Since Polkra is with the Sons of Caledon now, it's best to avoid using lilies for the arrangement. I'll get started right away. Alright, so with at least one accessory, we can't use any lilies. At least one accessory. Well, this'll do. Bright and but I mean, these are bright and passionate. So we need to use the red roses. Well, that still works. You got a weird looking flower,
Caramel
man.
Dream makes one feel as though they are immersed in the sweetness of a fairy tale.
Perfect! Flowers like these are made for celebrations, outer ring style.
Bernice turns around suddenly and hastily pulls out a cat Byron who's been peeping from the street corner. Hey, Proxy. I asked you before I left.
I asked you before I left, Polkra. What was it that you said again? Buying flowers is so pointless, I'm not going?
Proxy, are the flowers you requested ready? Which ones are they?
I knew you'd pretend that never happened. You're more like a fish than a cat with a 7-second memory. Have you been eating too much food lately? I mean, fish. If you're worried about that my ride isn't suitable for the flowers, just say so.
I just didn't expect someone to be foolish enough to strap a pot of flowers to the backseat of their bike and haul it across the sandy outer ring. As for me, I'm a cat Byron. I'm allergic to...
You're allergic to some flowers. Don't worry, I got ya. Just ask the Proxy. I made sure to choose the flowers you can actually enjoy. Let's head back. We'll get everyone together and have a good look at the flowers.
Bernice and Polkra leave, bickering all the way. Oh, hey, Jane.
Long time no see. So, you're the stand-in for Dew Gardening today? No wonder I, your top-tier VIP member, can't even get the video store manager to watch a movie with me. So, that's what this is about. Well, well, you do have hobbies that are hard to pin down. Good thing that besides movies, I've also got favorite flowers. Well, not really flowers per se, more like little things that don't stand out, but have this sparkle and a hint of alluring danger, you know? But let's focus on the present. You've been honing your flower arranging skills lately, haven't you? And I happen to need some flowers. The theme is something like a heartbroken maiden offering parting flowers to her star-crossed lover. A bouquet, then? No, no, no. If it were a bouquet, wouldn't the lover's guilt and sorrow wither away along with the flowers? Such intense emotions would stay with him for a long time, so that every time he carefully tends to the flowers, he'll be reminded of the girl who is just as lovely and cherished. Let me think. Cold, harsh reality cages the girl's love-filled heart. All her romantic sentiments are powerless against this prison. What do you think of this design? Is it a prop for a stage play? You're a smart one. If the flowers truly capture the essence of my proposal, I'll buy you a ticket to the play. What do you think? Is Jane really not messing with me? Let's figure out how to arrange this pot of flowers first. By using red flowers at the top for love-filled heart, pink flowers in the middle for romantic sentiments, and blue or purple flowers at the bottom for cold, harsh reality, if the flowers are romantic enough, that should meet Jane's requirements, right? Okay, I'll give it a try then. Okay, so the top layer has to be red, very easy. Middle layer has to be pink, very easy. And bottom layer is blue or purple. Well, the purple mushrooms glow nicely, so... Again, these always just look better dense.
The simple blue-green hue depicts the tranquility and elegance of time.
Okay. So those are the flowers. They're even more romantic than I was imagining. I'll take them with me then. What about the play? Oh right, I have the ticket with me. Jane casually pulls out a sticky note and effortlessly scribbles a line on it. 10 minutes, Ballet Twins Road. Enjoyed the show. Don't miss the opening act of the show, manager. I even have a small cameo in it. If you think I'm not quite hitting the mark as a supporting actor, remember to intervene in time. Uh-oh. With the pot of flowers with a long and complicated backstory, Jane heads towards Ballet Twins. It should be a good time to follow and check it out now. Oh boy. What are you doing? Oh god. Alright. I'm sorry. Hold up. Jane looks a bit different now. She's already in disguise? What disguise? I love you. I really do. But my family, my wife, and everything else about me. I don't deserve you. But at least these flowers can stay by your side in my stead. This pot of flowers. It's better than me. It won't disrupt your life, nor bring shame to your family like I would. As long as you take care of it, it'll bring you peace whenever you look at it. No! Astral! Please, don't leave me! Who is Astral? I don't want to either. But you should take these flowers with you. Make sure to take good care of them. When a gentle breeze passes by and petals brush against the leaves, that soft rustle will be my last whisper, left behind at your side. No! I won't listen! This isn't our end! It can't be! The elegantly dressed man refuses to accept the final gift from his beloved. Amidst the struggle, the flower pot slips from Jane's hands and shatters on the ground. Oh boy. Suddenly, Jane's words from earlier come to mind. If you think I'm not quite hitting the mark as a supporting actor, remember to intervene this time. I should probably stop. Jane appears to panic the moment someone else shows up. You? Why are you here?
Oh my, what is this? Oh my god. Are we acting like the... Stop. She's not straight. She's definitely lesbian. I should have been playing as wise. Anyway.
Why are you still involved with him? No, at least give me time to say goodbye.
Oh my god, you could just become completely... You're coming home. You're being completely unreasonable.
A blue blood like you will only bring her misfortune.
Fine. Maybe you're right, but that was never my intention. I love her. Taking advantage of the man's moment of hesitation, you pretend to drag Jane away. As she's being pulled along, she puts on a teary voice, while also casually wiping off her makeup. Finally, you reach a spot out of his sight.
We can talk here.
He won't hear us. Astral?
You don't like the name? It's inspired by the superstar from Redo. And here, your little improv just now... Wait a minute. Oh, whatever. And hey, your little improv just now was really impressive, manager. Anyway, back to where we were. That gentleman's family holds some influence over mining affairs in the Outer Ring. To gather intel, one of my colleagues spent several weeks engaging in a little knock-knock romance with him. But he's rather stubborn, so the whole breakup part got handed off to me.
What's that? Wouldn't that be called catfishing?
Good question. Strictly speaking, I guess you could say I was being a little deceptive. But manager, judging by how well you played along just now, no matter how you look at it, we're accomplices now. As my accomplice, I need you to keep our little secret. That flower arrangement from earlier. Such a pity. If you'd arrived just a bit earlier, it wouldn't have ended up shattering. Perhaps that little ward would have let me take the flowers back. I guess that counts as a little slip-up in your performance. Now you owe...
Huh?
God damn it, I really should have been playing as wise! I mean, seriously, again, ever since we started getting, when was it? There was a clear moment where I was like, damn, maybe I should have been playing as wise, because it feels like characters are getting a little, not exactly romantic, but they're getting a little, I don't know what the word is, but it's just, who the fuck was it exactly that I was I think it was just with the Miyabi stuff. She wasn't being romantic, but it was kind of like me sitting there being like, damn, I should have been wise. But then Vivian comes along, and you're like, damn, I really should have been wise. We're gonna have somebody kiss Belle, and it's gonna be a girl, and I'm gonna say, I should have been wise. Anyway.
Roxy! Orchidea isn't here? That's okay, I'm sure your tastes are just as good as Orchidea's.
Are you here to buy flowers, Anton?
Not for myself, honestly. I'd rather have a full pot of pretty decorations that don't need any upkeep. If they light up, even better. But I think Ben has something else in mind. He specifically asked me to buy a flower pot. I mean, he's planning to start growing flowers. So, please, pick the most expensive flowers for him. I'm not the type to be stingy with my bros. Ben's gonna be over the moon when he gets super fancy flowers.
Are you sure?
Roxy, are you doubting my judgment? Look, here's the message Ben sent me. Bring back a flower pot. A heavy one. Clear as day. If he's planning to start growing flowers, why would he buy a pot of flowers? Besides, given how meticulous Ben is in his usual interests, someone wanting to grow flowers makes perfect sense.
When you put it like that...
Absolutely, trust me on this. Please arrange a flower pot with all the most expensive flowers in the shop for Ben. As for the pot itself, it has to be a metal and heavy enough to avoid getting knocked over at the construction site. Ben is as thoughtful as ever.
Stuff is getting stuck in my throat.
I've even saved up the money I was going to spend on my bro's upkeep. I'm going to be the one to protect the first step on Ben's path to becoming a gardener.
Anton's request is simple enough. I meant a flower pot with the most expensive flowers, but is that really what Ben meant? Okay.
Let's see. Use a metal base. And the price? Oh god, this is going to be crazy expensive. I'm so sorry, Ben. I am so sorry, Ben. But I gotta get that money. Oh, wait. Decorative ordin... Oh. Alrighty then. Well, there you go. Huh? What, they gave me a hint? I don't need no damn hint.
A combination of simplicity and modernity, with no extra lines.
These flowers look awesome. I don't know much about the language of flowers and all that, but looking at this pot of flowers already puts me in a good mood. Is this why everyone's so into that floral design thing? Once things settle down at the site, my bro and I will come to learn from you. My bro's great at loosening soil, so he's bound to be pro at growing flowers. By the way, since these flowers were prepared by you, how about joining me at the Brand Street construction site? Everyone hasn't seen you in a while. We missed you. That's a bit too mushy. Saying things like that really throws me off. But hey, Ben is there too. If you go, you could also explain the meaning behind these flowers. Sounds good. I was just wondering, why does Ben even need a flower pot in the first place? Don't overthink it. Just wait for Ben to shower us with praise. When the big guy sees how expensive the flowers I brought back are, he'll be so touched, he might even cry. Yeah, he'll cry because you just put a dent in your goddamn budget. I feel bad for old Ben. I'm sorry, buddy. Why are they barking? Where do these dogs come from?
Roxy, you're here!
It's voice acted.
I was just saying to Big Ben, this flower pot you designed is fire! Yeah, Big Ben loves it. Right? Ben?
Right. Like I said, Roxy has a pair of small and dexterous hands. Perfect for flower arranging. I love the potted flowers you prepared, Proxy. Just these expenses. I better keep a good record of them.
What are you mumbling about? Did Anton get something wrong? If there's something you want to say, just say it.
We really can't hide anything from you. Why would anyone want to buy flower pots if not for flowers?
My bad. I should have explained it more clearly. When I told Anton I wanted flower pots, I really did mean I just wanted the flower pot itself. It's because of these two little troublemakers. They keep knocking over their bowls.
Ah. The two little dogs played at the side, biting at each other's muzzles and rolling around on the ground in a mock fight. At the same time, you can hear them whining and knocking things over as if to supplement Ben's words.
I hear that if you have a wild hound at home, you could get a really big, heavy flower pot to feed them. They wouldn't be able to knock it over. So I wanted to buy a heavy flower pot to use as a bowl for their water.
I see. That's why Anton's request sounded so odd. Just give it to me straight next time.
My bad for being too hasty. I'll make sure to be more careful next time.
Just as you're about to set the pot aside, a familiar figure appears.
Oh, are you here on business too, Belle?
I haven't been slacking. I'm here on duty as temporary manager. Since Dew Gardening promises to deliver flowers to customers' doors, it's normal for me to take on that duty.
Orchidea eyes the pot of flowers Anton bought from Dew Gardening. The really expensive one.
It seems, with your skills and sales, our most expensive flowers will be sold out in no time.
Right. Miss Orchidea. You're here for that, right? We've looked around, but we only found...
Only found...
these two dogs.
The clue's been found. The two so-called wild hounds are currently whining due to not having sturdy enough food bowls.
Thank you for your hard work. It's not your fault. That flower is truly rarer than I could have imagined. Either way, you have my gratitude. I'll figure it out. Well then, my temporary manager and I will be taking our leave.
Of course! But, would you two mind, when you have time?
I got it. I'll bring another flower pot once I get some time. A stone one should work, right?
Sounds great!
All right. Not today, damn it. Thank you for your hard work, part-time manager. Pass on my consequence. I understand. This furry takes the weight off my shoulders. Now I just need to continue visiting the flower suppliers I had arrangements with. Once I get the right flowers, I'll make sure to send them back promptly. A familiar bamboo with a neck pillow and a work bag passes by tiredly. It's the kind-hearted flower shop manager in the forest. I need water if I'm gonna do this. 'Cause, with the strain of my voice, ow, my fucking arm. I must have been, I slept on it wrong last night, I guess. 'Cause ever since I woke up, it's been hurting. Anyway. Oh, my sunflowers are blooming beautifully. They are so full of energy that several flower heads are even competing for space above the vase. Evidently, my flower care skills are still with me. Looking at them before heading out in the morning instantly lifts my mood. How's your work going? Terrible. It's getting even worse. My boss's arrogance has somehow turned into a strange anxiety, spreading all over the office. He keeps shouting things like, "Then go find it! Are we just gonna stand by and let them stop working?" while pacing back and forth. I don't get it at all. I think I might have understood a little. The happiness I get from sunflowers can only last so long. To ease my boss's anxiety and keep him from causing trouble, I have no choice but to work overtime late into the night. Overtime, boo. Here's a bouquet of daisies. They don't need much space to grow and should complement your sunflowers nicely. Thank you for your kindness, good-hearted manager. I'm not sure when I'm finally get out of this mess and bring home a pot of flowers of my own. See you next time. Overtime, boo leaves. Poor little thing. It seems like a very dedicated programmer. I hope it can do a better job. Oh, I don't need to trouble you with helping out at Do Gardening a little longer, but since there's no longer the presence of searching for Nineveh and not as many flower suppliers that I need to visit, I'll be back to take over the flower shop soon. Who mentioned this name before? Until then, I'll be counting on you. Why did you skip... What did you skip me by? Well, who is next? I wonder who's next. Oh yeah, we need those. Let's see. I'll pick that up after doing some more orders. So, who do we have? Oh, we're just going... I don't really care for this robot lady. Sorry, you might be interested, but I'm not. I don't care for robot lady. She's not that interesting. Ooh, that's a nice one. Alright, with at least 3 different colors. White. Yellow. Purple. It looks like shit. It's expensive, but it works. Oh, wait, accessories only. Shit. Wait. Oh yeah, that's an accessory. That's right. This looks like shit.
Engraved with a profound charm, understated yet dignified.
Thank you for your kind words, Orchidea. Thank you. Alright, can we move on to someone interesting? Oh, snap! Hello, I'd like a pot of flowers that can be used as a photography prop. What kind of flowers would you like? This prop is very important. I've carefully designed its color scheme, shape of the flowers, and spacing to fit the scene for the shot perfectly. I've also prepared a sketch. Let's go with this one. Snap really knows what it wants. Then let's make the arrangement based on the sketch it drew. I'll start right away. Oh, hell no, no, no. No, no. No, no, no. These are the same ones, though. I think it's the pink ones that are wrong. Yep.
Happiness is like the fluttering shadow of a butterfly moving toward you.
Just like this. The result is just as good as I imagined. Thank you. Huh. Oh, it's Ray. Someone new from the Institute is coming to the outpost for the shift. I want to gift her a pot of flowers. On one hand, it's to show you're welcome, and on the other, it's to let the newcomer know that Scott Outpost is not the terrible place they believe it to be. I want a very warm and rare and expensive flower to show my sincerity. The structure can be more open, just like what I'm trying to get across to the newcomer. That workload at the outpost is actually very reasonable and loose. Is it really? It's hard to explain, but anyway, let's not raise any red flags at this stage. Arranging red, yellow, pink, and similarly warm-colored rare flowers into a loose formation. Ray even requested an expensive arrangement herself. This should be quite simple. I feel kinda guilty helping you with this. So, all colors are... we need red, pink, and yellow. Red. Yellow. Yellow. Man, you were looking at the ugliest flower imaginable. Oh, nope, I know my problem. God, this thing is ugly. This thing is ugly.
The lamp branch gently sways, with good luck waiting for you just around the corner.
Hey, no, what is Orange asking me? That looks amazing. Getting a welcome gift like this will surely make her happy. As for the actual work pace, I'll tell her in a day or two. I'm just gonna skip this robot too. There's something about the robot characters that they're not that interesting. Orange wants me to log into his account over the weekend again. Of course he does. I'm trying to find the right... Alright, there we go. With roses or lilies, and the price has to be down. Oh, fuck you. Yeah, see, we're making it. Actually looks better. No.
Caramel Dream makes one feel as though they...
Okay, yeah, we already know what you say when you do that. How? Hal is carrying a photo in its mouth. It pats the photo placed on the ground with its broad paw, then lowers its head and nudges it with its nose a couple of times. Hal lifts its head and calls out twice, then tilts it to the side and looks over, appearing pleased. Hal is so clever, he can even help buy flowers. In that case, let's prepare the pot of flowers based on the photo. Normal. Purple at the top. Yeah, normal. Tulips, normal. In normal. And then this. There you go.
The warm wooden base feels like the embrace of the earth.
What are you talking about? Seeing the finished product, Hal wags its tail at lightning speed. It takes 2 steps closer and gently bumps its head into yours, as if showing approval. Alright. Well, there's that done for now. I'm trying to... yeah, there we go. Hey, we got that one. So, only have a couple more people to find. But I do know that we have reached a stopping point for the event, and the reason being, spoilers, can't go any further. You know, you go further, we reach spoiler territory, we don't want to do that. I might use this as a thumbnail. Maybe not this one. Well, I might use it, and then just zoom in on Belle. Oh, it's just Nicole. Okay, next episode we'll start with Nicole.